Our API rack is powered by Galaxia, which is a novel graph technology, and graphs are crucial for smart AI. RAG is the main approach to improve LLMs, but building RAG is like Wild West. Everyone wants to use it. It's the fastest growing AI market, like 45% yearly, and there are no established solutions. So this is very expensive, multi-tool and long process. At Smabbler, we developed the first API RAG, so you can build your RAG solution in a few clicks. Unlike other approaches, there is no need for databases, and the whole thing runs on CPUs. Our API RAG is powered by Galaxia, which is a novel graph technology, and graphs are crucial for smart AI. We are going to the market via community. We are pre-revenue, but we successfully tested our solution with early adopters. Now we are building integration with developer platforms to immediately get exposure to almost 1 million users. We have extremely and amazing skilled tech team and committed founders who put 1 million from own pocket to the company. We have a perfect timing, growing market, strong demand for our solution, and we aim to be the go-to solution for every AI developer. My name is Aga, I'm founder and CTO at Smabbler. We are currently raising our angel investment round, so if you like what we do, please reach me. Thank you.
First, I want to mention how impressive that is that the founder is investing 1 million already.
It was fun.
Hello, thank you very much. Can you hear me? Yes. Do you provide the infrastructure upon which people can then build their application, or do you provide also the application themselves that are based on this technology to people for the end user direct?
We are infrastructure, so we have solution built on the AWS. You can just connect via API and you can use it.
Interesting project. So my question was that apart from like the demand for RAG, there is a lot of concern around the accuracy of things and all that stuff. So do you have any statistics around that in which you can differentiate yourself from everyone else who's learning this?
Definitely yes. Okay, so let's start with testing the technology. So this graph technology behind. So with our tech, we are able to improve F1 score by 2.5 times. So that's the first thing. And what is the power of the graph behind? So graphs are proven to be more transparent and more explainable and provide more relations than the other approaches. So this is, let's say, one of advantages we have.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I have time for one more question.
I think there was one up there.
Yeah, okay, you can and then.
Yeah.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
We all know that RAG is not a silver bullet. So if you have, length documents or databases or information you basically want to extract from, RAG has been proven to not be 100%. And you're going to be exposed to lots of businesses who will need to be able to, say, for example, high-stake businesses where decisions are critical. So how do they know when your API RAG fails?
Okay, so the first thing, we know that there's a lot of different file formats. So we are not the OCR, so the first step, it should be like, let's say, providing the Smabbler with the data. Okay, some kind of, let's say, text file like CSV or JSON. So this is the first thing. At this stage, let's say our first product, the first iteration, is like providing this API rack, but because this is the rack and our technology has this capability to automatically build graphs, we can also provide this graph extract to people to just see what is there. So it's we use it because we have the graph behind, and it provides the full transparency. So this, let's say, very simple API rack is just the first step, but finally you can also, let's say, use the whole power of graph to see what is there and play with data.
All right, we have one last question.
Yeah, so I have a question. So what is the modality of the RAG? Is it only kind of text-based, or is it kind of image-based as well? And also you do infrastructure based on AWS, so it's longer than DIN. So if, for example, my platform is based on Google GCP or Azure, is it still okay to use your API or it's not?
Okay, so the first thing, modality. Okay, now we are dealing with text. So this is the first thing, but as we know, graph is the structure that is able to handle multiple different formats, but we are too early for this, okay? So at this stage, we are focused on text data. When it comes to different infrastructures, so, okay, we have AWS, but we let's say, from the scalability perspective and architecture perspective, we are ready for integration with different platforms. There is also this service provided by AWS. It's called Direct Link, so we can link to other infrastructure, other clouds.
And then how do you ensure the data security if I have my data stored in other places?
Okay, so it's a tricky question, but I love this. So the first thing, graph technology, which we have there, it doesn't require training. So this is the first thing. We don't use user data. Okay, so this is the first thing. We are not like typical neural network-based solution. The second thing is, okay, maybe we are as safe as AWS, so this is the first thing, but because we aim to provide also the solution that can be implemented on other, let's say, internal cloud, so it will be secure.